Aquila, I am your father. As some of you might know, I'm the safety manager at a large factory. And I'm always telling people to wear the proper PPE. So if you're going to be sanding fiberglass, you need to wear mask, safety glasses, hood. Don't get fiberglass poisoning. It's not nice.
Boy, that hardened up fast. You got to try to get the measurement right for the hardener and the resin, because otherwise it hardens way too fast. But it does harden. And it's really bad to have it not harden and have sticky resin on your stuff. So I always tend to overdo. So I think in my last video I showed you my corner piece that is cracked and broken and pretty well shot. I called Aliner, gave him the model number of my trailer, and they said they don't have these anymore, that these are an obsolete part that they don't make, that the new ones are different, and they don't recommend using the new ones. So I was trying to figure out what I could do to repair this, and that's one of the reasons I put the fiberglass on it, just in case I didn't put a corner thing on it. But I went to the dealership and looked at some new ones and what they had on the corner. So I thought maybe I could get the corners for the new ones as a part to work on my trailer. So I bought a new one. And this is not the same part. It doesn't really look like the other part. It's a lot different, huh? This is the stupidity of manufacturers that have part numbers and really don't have a clue about what their parts are. Okay, mine's white, these are black. I'll bet I can spray paint them white. Or I could leave them black and it'd be pretty cool. But it's identical. I think maybe mine is an inch, half an inch longer at the bottom. Who cares? It'll look nice. It's at the bottom. Everything else is the same. It's got the same ear at the top for the spring, which I don't even have springs anymore. But they just drive me nuts. But it's good to always check. I went and measured. I brought mine along. I said, how is this different? But even all the little grooves and everything, it's the same. They're the same. So we put the caulk on down this strip. We cleaned this strip up, made it look good, but we got 2 lines of caulk. One at this is the top and this is the bottom. Now we got to put this on the trailer without getting caulk all over ourselves, which is why we're using gloves. Use your number 10 5/8 self-tapping metal screw. I think they'll work. If you look at that real good, you can see there's squeeze out along that. The caulk is, I had enough caulk on there that it's squeezing out along the bottom here. So that's a good seal. The one thing that is not the same on these is that the old one has a screw hole that broke off for the side marker light. The new model doesn't have the side marker light of the same style. It's a round light and it's farther inboard. So, but amazingly, I know how to drill a hole. So I put this right in here like this, and then I drill a hole right through where the old hole was, and I'm all set. It's just amazing how you can think these things through. Well, folks, we are ready to paint. And I will tell you, from learning at the truck plant where we build trucks and paint them in 3 stages, I have learned that the secret to a good paint job is to have a really good masking job. If you're not got the patience to do a good masking job, you probably don't have the patience to paint. You should probably leave painting alone, especially if you're spray painting. Now, I got sunshine here. I'm trying to beat the sunshine. So this is, and I'm gonna need your opinion here, because I put these on here, they're black. Tell me whether I should keep them black or keep them white. All right, here goes. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of overspray with this Rust-Oleum. So do you think it looks okay? White? I got black on the other side though. Maybe I should keep them the same. I'll just take that white paint off. Now, what you can't see is I left the fiberglass kind of visible. You can see this. The fiberglass is showing in the paint because I didn't sand it down perfectly smooth and body fill it. So I don't care about that. I want that to show so people know how I fixed it and what I did. If you're a perfectionist, you can do that all the way. But for me, I'm not a perfectionist. I just want it to work for another couple years. But I think that looks pretty good. I decided I liked it black. So I took the paint off. It had a plastic covering over it to protect it. By the way, the second most important thing about a good paint job is to keep the damn dog's tail away from it. But I gotta let this dry and we're going for a hike. I'm gonna bet you really want to know if that's gonna work. That's a pretty strong air strut. I'm afraid it might be too strong for the roof, but we're gonna try it anyways. Let's see how it works. Big question is I don't have the bungees attached, so hopefully it won't fall on my head. It's a little strong. Well, it seems to work fine. It is a 50-pounder. I would have thought 30 would have been better. And you can tell, it won't close because I left the door open. But you can tell it's not running it up. I would say it works great. It would appear the azaleas are in full bloom. They are pretty, and they are all along this stream. Just crazy pretty. Well, he thinks he found a stick. Well, folks, it was 90 degrees, maybe 92 by the time we left. We got done with the A-liner, and we decided we were headed for the mountains. And unfortunately, as we're getting here, it's raining here. It has cleared up, but the bugs are in full joy. So I'm wearing my shirt that keeps the bugs off my arms and neck and stuff. It's got permethrin sprayed on it. So anyways, we're done with the A-liner. I think it's complete. And I had some questions in a previous video about, you know, what I think. Well, do they think that'll hold up, and is that really the way they do it? And I don't know how they would do it. I think it would probably be pretty close to that. But I used real wood, you know, thick 1-inch pressure treated lumber, not plywood. I think that's a stronger wood. Pressure treated wood is obviously treated so it lasts a little longer, it doesn't rot, doesn't have insects. So I think that might be better. I did reinstall the bracket inside. There's a corner bracket inside the A-liner. So I did reinstall that because I think maybe that does stabilize the whole corner. I think it's a stronger, better, more robust corner. I don't know what it is adding for weight, maybe another 3 pounds. I'll live with that. And one of the other questions I had from the other video was like, am I happy with the A-liner? I have mentioned in the past that I am looking at other campers, and I am extremely happy with the A-liner, and I know that I've done gobs of modifications to it to make me even happier. Was I happy with the original? Yeah, I was pretty happy with the original. Doing things with it that I didn't think was going to be good for it. When I got it, the axle was gone, so I had to change the axle, and I raised it up because the original axle was flat, and I tilted it down 25 degrees. So the wheels here and the axle itself is here. So I had it tilted down. That was the big change I made. So then I could raise the size of the tires. The A-liner is not airtight like a Casita or one of those little egg-shaped things is. It's the bugs can get in it, although not a lot of bugs get in it. It loses heat and air conditioning more than they do, but I like fresh air. The air conditioner will make it very comfortable inside. When I took it to New Orleans, it went from 100 degrees outside, really. It was 90, and the air conditioner brought it down to about 85. No, the air conditioner brought it down to about 80, and then I put the awning on it, and it brought it all the way down to 72, 73, which is pretty good for that little tiny air conditioner and all the holes that are in that A-frame. You know, I've changed the bed and put in lifts. You know, all those things people do to their campers, no matter what it is. So I'm really pleased with it. I think it's a great camper. Are there people that should not own them? Absolutely. If you don't want to do any maintenance to your camper, an A-liner, plan on using it for 3 years and then selling it, which is what the people I bought mine did. I think if you're originally a backpacker and you're used to going light, the A-liner is awesome for that because you know how to be concise and minimal. I think the people that I see that really don't like them, they want to take their kids. It's a couple that want to take their grandchildren. It's like the A-liner is way too small for that. The A-liner is way too small for a lot of things that people think they need to have. I went camping with a person that needed to have a screen room and a bathroom tent and an outside grill and all this crap, and it's like, you shouldn't have bought an A-liner. You need something bigger. And that was a small A-liner. It wasn't like an Expedition. At least has a front storage compartment. They just had the A-liner like a utility trailer until they pulled everything out of it. I don't know what they do if it's raining. They must just get soaking wet or stay in the car. Who knows? I don't think it's for everybody. I think for people who are minimalist hikers, backpackers, and just are kind of tired of sleeping on the ground, awesome. It's hardly anything to pull, but I think it's a great camper. I am looking for something bigger, but that's because I want to go long distance and I want to stay places where you can't stay without a bathroom. You know, wineries and golf courses and things like that. You need to have a full unit, and I want to shower. The most important thing to me for camping is a place to bathe. I can't get my brain started without a morning shower or bath or whatever. So that's my take on the A-liner. I think it's a great camper. I think obviously mine has lasted well over 14 years, and I've spent probably about $4,000 on modifications, and I spent $8,000 on the original camper. So alright, thanks for watching this video. I hope this shows you how the camper is finally ready for camping. We'll be camping hopefully next video. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye, folks.